Alright, in this lesson we're gonna set up Google Analytics and we're gonna set up Google Tag Manager. The reason why we are using Google Analytics is because we want to understand our traffic that is coming to our website. So using Google Analytics, we will be able to check how many visitors we are getting, where those visitors are coming from, if those visitors are coming from the search engines like Google, Bing, or any other, if they are coming from social media profiles like Pinterest, Facebook, or any other, or those visitors are direct visitors who type your website into their browser and they access your website. And besides that, you will be able to see the purchases, the sales, where they are coming from. So you will see if those sales are coming from organic sources, social media sources, or any other sources. So having Google Analytics is extremely important, especially if you want to run a successful online store. And the reason why we're gonna set up Google Tag Manager is because with Google Tag Manager, we will be able to connect our Google Analytics, and Google Tag Manager is a tool that you install on your website. And basically your website in a way goes through Google Tag Manager and it captures various details like add to cart, purchases, page views, and so on. And the Google Tag Manager sends this information to Google Analytics, and then once you log into your Google Analytics account, you can see all information in a well-structured way. And besides that, Google Tag Manager is very convenient to have, especially if in the future you will decide that you want to run Facebook ads, Pinterest ads, Reddit ads, or even Google ads or anything like that. Because using Google Tag Manager, you will be able to install various pixels, let's say Facebook pixel. A Facebook pixel helps you to track conversions, to track add to carts, page views, and by using these details, Facebook optimizes your ads. So this is very important to have. So that's why in this lesson we're gonna set up our Google Analytics and we're gonna set up our Google Tag Manager. So the first things first, let's go to Google and just type Google Analytics. Alright, right here we can select Google Analytics 4 because it's a new version, and right here you want to select this option. So let's select this option. Now let's click Start Measuring. Right here you can add your account name, so just give the name of your website. So I'm just gonna type bacon avocados. Let's scroll down and let's click Next. So once again, type your property name. So your property name once again is gonna be the name of your website. So in this case, I'm just gonna type bacon avocados. Right here, select your reporting time zone, and of course select the currency you will be using. So if it's going to be US dollars, euros, or any other currency, this is very important. So just select your time zone and select your currency. All right, so I'm just gonna click Next. Let's select our industry. So in my case, I can call it games, toys, something like that. And I'm gonna select business size, it's small. Let's click Next. So our business objectives are drive online sales, rise brand awareness, examine user behavior, and of course get baseline reports. No, we can select drive online sales, raise brand awareness, and examine user behavior. Alright, let's click Create. Now let's agree with terms of service. Let's click right here. Let's select Accept. Let's choose Web. And here just type your website's URL and give the name to this property. So the name can be the same as your website's title. Alright, let's select Create Stream. Alright, so for now we don't need to follow any instructions for Google Tag Manager. Later we're gonna install that. Let's scroll down. Let's see what else we have. Alright, now we can close this one right here. And this is our property. So now we can select this property. Alright, so just open the same window. Let's close it. And instead of doing that, let's click Next. Alright, so data collection is pending. So it's gonna take some time until Google Analytics starts collecting data, but usually you're gonna see this information right away, unlike with Google Search Console. And right now it says it's pending because we haven't connected our Google Analytics account and we haven't added Google Tag Manager as well. So let's click Continue to Home. Alright, we can click right here, Save. And basically this is our property. So right here we're gonna see various information about the traffic that is coming to our website. So previously when we set up Google Search Console, this tool is only meant for analyzing traffic that is coming from Google search, and that's it. But Google Analytics is for analyzing traffic that is coming from various sources, not just from Google search. So that's the huge advantage of Google Analytics. So the next thing that we have to do now, we have to create an account at Google Manager. So let's go to the new tab and let's search for Google Tag Manager. All right, let's click enter. And this is what we want to use. So select this option. And once you're here, now let's click create account and give a name to your account. So you can call this the same as your business. So in my case, it's of course going to be Bacon Avocados. Select your country. And now let's scroll down. And let's give a name to our container. So we can call our container our domain name. Let's select web right here and let's click create. All right, let's click yes. All right, so let's not install Google Tag Manager. We're gonna do this a bit later. And now from here, we can start working with a Tag Manager. And the first thing that we're gonna do with Tag Manager is we're gonna set up Google Analytics tag so we can connect those two things together. So to do this, you want to go right here, tags. Let's select new. Let's click right here and let's choose this option. All right, we can give the title. So your title can be Analytics GA4. All right, so we gave the title and now we have to go back to our tag. And right here, we will need to add our measurement ID. So the measurement ID will be in our Google Analytics account. So let's go back to our Google Analytics account. Let's go right here to admin. Let's choose data streams. Let's select this one right here. And we want to copy this measurement ID. So let's click right here to copy this ID. Now let's go back to Google Tag Manager. Let's paste this ID right here. And we are done with this part. Now we need to activate triggering. So let's click right here, triggering, and let's choose all pages. So we want to trigger this tag on every single page of our website. So let's select all pages. Let's click save. Now we can click submit and let's click publish. All right, let's click continue. And just like that, we connected Google Analytics with Google Tag Manager and we published all the changes. All right, let's close this one right here. Now we will need to add Google Tag Manager to our website, and we ain't gonna need to add Google Analytics because Google Analytics is already connected together with Google Tag Manager, and the only thing that we need to add to our website is Google Tag Manager. All right, let's go to our website and let's go to the dashboard. Now we're gonna need to install one plugin. So let's go to plugins, let's select add new, and right here, just type Google Tag Manager. This is the plugin we want to use. So let's click install now. Let's click activate. And now we can go to settings right here and let's select Google Tag Manager. And right here, we're going to need to paste the ID of our Google Tag Manager. So let's go back to Google Tag Manager. Let's go back to Workspace. And this is the ID you want to copy. So this is the ID. So let's select this ID and let's click copy. Let's go back to our website and let's paste this ID right here. And just make sure that you don't have any spaces at the start of this ID and at the end of this ID, because if you're going to have any spaces, it's not going to work. And don't forget to select on. All right, let's click Save Changes. Now let's go to Integration tab. Let's choose WooCommerce and let's select Track Enhanced E-commerce. All right, let's scroll down and let's hit Save Changes. All right, now we're gonna need to configure our Google Tag Manager so we could send various e-commerce details like add to cart, purchase details, product views, and so on. Right now it's just showing page views and it's not registering various e-commerce triggers. So to do that, I want to save you some time and I have a file already. So you have to download a file where I have pre-configured variables, so you won't need to overcomplicate yourself with creating various variables. I get that this might get too confusing, so I have done this for you so you wouldn't need to confuse yourself too much. So you can go to my Facebook group, and I have a pinned post where I have uploaded this file. So I uploaded this file to my Google Drive, and you can download this file from my Facebook group if you are already in this group, or if you're not in that group, I highly recommend you to join this group. But if you don't want, here's the link. I shortened the link, and you can go to this URL right here, and this is where you will go to my Google Drive. Just click download, and we're gonna use this file right away. Once you have downloaded this file, you have to go right here in admin tab. Let's select import container, and let's choose container file. So I'm gonna go to my downloads folder, and this is the file I want to choose. All right, let's click open. Let's choose existing workplace, and let's use our workplace that we just created. Let's select merge, and let's click confirm. All right, now if we're gonna go to tags tab, as you can see, we have a new tag that we just uploaded. If we would go to triggers, we have e-commerce triggers, various triggers like add to cart, purchase, page view, entering details using coupon, and so on. If I would go to variables, these are all the variables we have that will be used to track various conversions. All right, let's go back to tags. Let's select our newly added tag. Let's click right here, configurations. Let's select configuration tag, and let's choose the tag that we created previously when we were setting up our Google Tag Manager account. And let's click save. Alright, before submitting our changes, we can click preview, and we can check if this tag works, if everything works. Right here, you'll have to paste URL of your website. So just paste this URL right here, and you can click connect. Alright, so we successfully connected to our website. Now we can select this product, let's say. Let's choose the style, let's choose the age, and let's see if our Google Tag Manager is registering everything. So let's go right here. Let's select this option here. As you can see, the Google Tag Manager is working. So let's select this option right here. And as you can see, it is registering various triggers. So we have viewed item from start, view item list, page view, and so on. So if I would go back to my website, and if I would click add to cart, it should register another trigger, add to cart. So if I'm gonna go back right here, as you can see, it is registering everything. So add to cart was registered as well. So now we can close this one right here, as you see right here. Oh, before we close, we can click finish. All right, let's close this one. Everything works. So let's go back to our tag manager. Now we can close this one, and we can click submit. All right, let's click publish. Let's click continue. And now everything should work. So we can close this window right here. And basically we are done with our Google Tag Manager. So now you can go to your website in incognito mode. Just open your website in incognito mode and just go through your website, check some of the pages, check some of the products. And later we're gonna go back to Google Analytics, and we will check if it is registering all the data, if it is getting data from the Google Tag Manager. So I'm just gonna open my website in the incognito mode. And I'm gonna click on some of the pages. I'm just gonna check if everything works. I'm gonna go to the costumes category. I'm gonna select this product. And as you can see, our online store looks quite good. And I'm just gonna browse through my website. And once I'm done, I'm just gonna close this one right here. And now I can go back to analytics. I can close this one, and I can go to my homepage of Google Analytics. And now it should register all the visits. All right, as you can see, it is registering everything, and it shows all the visits. So those were visits from my website, and as you can see, it is active. And once you're gonna start getting more data, this is where you're gonna see all information. You can choose if you want to check yesterday, today, 90 days, or any other period of time. Right here, if you would go to reports, you will find various other more detailed reports. And once again, this one is up to you to explore. And if you have any questions, do not hesitate to join my Facebook group, and just shoot me a message and I will help you right away. And like I said, this one is up to you to explore. Usually the most important things for me are, I want to check how many visitors I'm getting, where those visitors are coming from. So once I click right here, I can see that right here in this graph, I can see the revenue, the sales, where those sales are coming from, and all that information. Right now we don't have any data, but once you're gonna gather more data, this is where you will be able to check everything. So Google Analytics is extremely useful tool, and if you want to grow your online store, this is a must have. So that's all for this lesson.